Welcome to Broken Sea Farm. Big Daddy is cooling off in the creek. I guess I disturbed him. It's very humid here today. We got rain the last 2 days and it's just humid. At least we have a breeze, so that helps. Well, I'm sorry. Well, CJ got a case of the scours, so I put 30 milliliters of KO pectate in her bottle, and it cleared up, and now she's back up to 2 and about 3/4 of a bottle in the morning and in the evening. She's doing good. It come a storm today, so she got a little wet. And we have a helper down here. That's her fly trap. Do y'all have flies in your area? Because they're like, the fly tubs aren't even working this year. They're pretty bad. And the little bit of storms that came through earlier, and it really wasn't that bad. This part of this tree broke out. It's a sweet gum. Thank goodness it wasn't on the outside fence. It's just on a cross fence. So we're good until the husband comes home. We got a good bit of rain. Now just to check the cows. See if those 2 mamas have had a calf. I am baking for farmer's market tomorrow. I've already have banana nut bread in the oven. I got my sourdough rising. I have my regular white bread rising, and I'm fixing to mix up my everything bagel bread. But before I got started on that at 6 o'clock this morning, I have fed JD and butter. I fed the chickens, found out something got into the chicken pen where the older chickens are and annihilated one of them anyway. And have fed the coons and have fed CJ. So in between bread bakings, when one's baking and one's rising, I've got to go count cows because we have 2 that are due at any moment. And with this weather that we've been having, you know, it's a big possibility that I have a new one. This is my white bread, traditional white sandwich bread. That's my banana nut bread. Here's my 3 sourdoughs. I've been working the gluten, shaping them. Not shaping them, but doing the coil folds, whatever they want to call it. The every 15-minute folds. And I've got 1 more set of those to do, and then they'll bulk rise. And I'm fixing to mix up some everything bagel bread. People really like that this time of year. It makes awesome sandwiches. And here's the chaos in my kitchen. If you know me, I don't like this. There's a lot going on in my kitchen. Blueberry bread in the oven, everything bagel and regular traditional bread rising, sourdough on its last little rise before I bulk for a minute. Now to go count cows. No babies here today. It's a beautiful morning. Mama's draining bad, and she's keeping to herself, but I figure within the next few days, hopefully. She's a big old cow, so she shouldn't have any trouble having it. Now to the other pasture. Cows all there, calves all there, even a deer in the pasture. Now to go finish baking the bread. check our blueberry bread. It's coming along nicely. Cinnamon pull-apart dough is doing its final kneading. Now to take the blueberry bread out. Now I'm going to cut it as evenly as I can in 3 sections. So they're all around 18 ounces, give or take a few. Going to get some jalapenos out of the garden. That ought to be enough. You get you a pan of bread flour. Now I'm going to grate 2 blocks of cheese. They're 8 ounce. Then you're going to get your spatula and you're going to toss all this. And before I forget, you're going to add your kosher salt. And you're going to toss this. Adding my yeast to my warm water. You're going to continue just folding in your dough, working in the liquid, which is warm water at 110 degrees with yeast. I'll put the exact measurements and all in the description box. But you want to make sure you just mix it until all the flour is combined. Now you cover it and let it set in a warm place for 1 hour. Now I cover it again and I'm going to let it rise for 30 minutes and then I'll shape it into my loaves. Now you liberally flour your surface. This is going to be a wet dough and we're going to work it and knead it into the flour. I'm going to fold the dough over onto itself and work the flour in 8 times. And then I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to form it into a circle. I'm going to cover these and let them rise until they dome up into the top of the pan. I have them all covered and they're rising in a warm place until doubled in size. They're just starting to dome on top of the pan. Now I'm going to brush oil over each one. And now I'm going to randomly place jalapenos on each loaf. Sprinkle cheese over all your loaves and your jalapenos. I'm gonna cook it at 375 for about 30 minutes, and then I'll check it. Thanks for joining me here today on Broken Sea Farm. It's been a busy day. Y'all like, subscribe, and share.